All right, hello everyone, and welcome to a new season of Desarian's Let's Play Asheron's Call. I have decided to go ahead and just start brand new again. That last series was going really good, and I got a lot of views, and I was really happy with the way everybody was watching and commenting, and I really appreciate that. So, but I've decided to come back and play as an archer this time with less focus on magic, since that magic seems to be my shtick of, you know, the history of Desarian. So we're going to do a little something different and just kind of start up new and fresh. Of course, the videos here are not. This very starting video is not going to be as high quality because the starting screens are not that great, but I'm going to try to keep the video quality really high. I'm rolling up on Frostfell here, and I'm going to choose Alluvion. And, you know, a lot of this stuff I went over, and I went through all the changes and everything else that happened in Asheron's Call since being back, so I'm not going to do that again. This is going to be kind of where the last one left off, except that I'm actually going to be an archer and have new adventures and everything else. So first I'll go over what I'm doing here. This is going to be a short video. We're going to roll up a Missile character because in the February update they changed around everything. So no longer do we have specialized bow and crossbow or the throwing weapon one. Yeah, that's what it is, throwing weapon. Now they're all kind of classified into missile weapons, and the same thing with finesse weapons and heavy weapons and all of that. So it's quite a bit different, and there's quite a few new things going on, and I really wanted to play with that and see what's happened. So starting up my bow character, I'm going to give him 100 coordination, quickness, and focus because I know the skills that I'll be playing with, and I'll show you that here in a minute. So here I've got a blank template. I'm going to go ahead and choose missile weapons and specialize that, meaning I want that very high. Now, and I'll post this in the show notes, but the character I want is going to have missile defense, and magic defense all specialized. And along with that, he's going to have Fletching eventually specialized and assess character eventually specialized. This is not going to be a heavy magic template. I've been reading on the forums, there's something called lenses that allow you to basically get away without debuffing with life magic. So I'm very interested in trying that out. Also, along with that, I'm going to be training up into healing and item magic, just so where I can easily get around. So you can see, like, this template's going to be very light on magic. So let's go ahead and to start out, we already have the missile weapons, and we're going to train up melee defense to specialized, and we're going to train up missile defense to specialized. Okay, so starting out, we're going to be, since I don't have a lot of protection magic, I'm not going to have a lot of arcane lore. I need protection. Something I'm going to be doing in this season is and I want to make this clear up front because I get a lot of questions about this. I'm not going to be using buff bots. I'm not going to be trading items. I don't want anybody coming in and giving me stuff. I don't want to even use the trade bots that are out there. In this series, I'm going to be doing a lot more overworld exploring, so I'm not going to be going through those training dungeons all the way up to 60, so I'm going to be out exploring and doing a lot more stuff. And I'm not going to be using any mods, and I'm going to try to make my videos as high quality as I can. So I know some people don't like that, and they think I'm kind of newbie for doing that, but overall, I only went up to like level 20 maybe in the last series. People still really enjoyed these things, just seeing Asheron's Call and everything else. So I think it doesn't really matter. I think people just seeing Asheron's Call and even seeing it how it was made to be played, or if you want to say that, I think it's interesting, and I like the challenge of it, and it's not a very populated world to begin with, so we're going to be on Frostfell, which is the most populated server, but still there's not going to be a lot of people around. If you want to join me on Frostville, that's fine. I get a lot of requests on people like wanting to join me and help out and everything else, but that kind of goes against the purpose of these videos, so I won't be doing that either. I haven't decided about vassals or patronage or any of that kind of stuff, so we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Okay. I also need fletching because I'm going to be crafting my arrows as I go. So for now, that's going to be in trained. Later on, I'm going to pump that up to specialized later on, because there's some prismatic arrows, I think, that allow you to take advantage of some pretty cool stuff. That way you don't have to have alchemy with archers anymore. And so that's the reason fletching is going to be eventually specialized. Let's see, magic defense is already, everybody gets that one for free, so later on we will also move that up to specialized. Let's go ahead and take some healing, since we're not, we need to heal ourselves as we go, or at least, if you've watched my previous videos, you know I die a lot, so hopefully healing will work. And we're out of skills, so... And I don't know the levels, but later on we'll take item enchantment. And we will also take assess creature, which again, right here, we'll be taking that. And again, that's to get those lenses or whatever they are. Again, I'm not an expert at this. If you've got a better template and you think it's great, let's go ahead and post it in the comments and talk about it and whatever. But this is what I'm going to be going with for now. And the great thing about Asheron's Call now is we can change those up. So later on we might be doing that. We'll definitely be changing it up so that we are going to be specializing some of the skills on up, and that'll require runs to those temples to do that. So there we got our template for now, and again I'll post this in the show notes so you can see actually what I've done. Alright, I chose alluvium because they get some kind of bow specialization. I don't know the details on that either, so we'll just tackle that when we get to it again. The dorky little hairstyles, there's not much we can do here. We'll do that. I'll make sure it's black. I ran a test earlier and I logged in and my hair was orange regardless of what I had chosen, so I didn't like that. Let's just do a happy goatee since this game is definitely 10 years old and goatees were the thing. And I should know because at the time I think I had a goatee too. Now I have a beard. You know, it's all about the beards now. So anyway, we got this character. We are going to start in Holtberg. Last video we started in Sanamar, so this time we're going to start in Holtberg because, as you can see from the map, you know, there's a lot of places to explore, but I want to get up here into the mountainous areas and over here into the Olthoy area and everything else. So like I said, I'm going to do a lot of overworld exploring. I'm not going to be going just straight to dungeons. If I run into dungeons, that's great, and I will run some dungeons, but it's not going to be my focus in these videos. I want it to be more overworld this time. Alright, let's see. I don't know if I have Desarian taken or not. Let's just go see if we can use Desarian. Nope, it's already in use, which is not surprising. This is probably used in my other account. Alright, we'll just try Desist. How about that? And that'll get us. I don't know how this is going to transition on YouTube. I hope this works out. But here we are, starting our world, and we are good to go. I'm not going to run through the tutorial dungeon. In fact, I am probably going to just stop for now and get all set up, get my experience. We'll look at where I put some of the points and talk about that here in a minute. Alright, so I'm outside of the training dungeon now, and I'm level 5 because that's what happens when you get outside the training dungeon. I didn't realize I didn't really have enough strength to even get out of the training dungeon, so I had to go kill a golem and get enough strength to where he could actually give me the teleportation crystal. But anyway, so coming out of the dungeon, I went ahead and increased my strength to 10 by 10 and endurance by 10. put some into health and some stamina, so at least I can survive a little bit. That's part of the problem whenever you do these min-max templates. So, speaking of the min-max template, if we remember during my creation there, I chose 100, 100, 100 on my coordination, quickness, and focus. Mainly the reason for this is that all of my skills require those 3 skills. So if we look at melee defense, we can see that it requires quickness plus coordination divided by 3. Missile defense is quickness plus coordination divided by 5. Missile weapons is just coordination. Fletching, coordination and focus. Healing is focus and coordination. Magic defense is a little bit different, self and focus, so we'll have to raise self by itself, but that's not as big of a deal. Assess creature doesn't require anything. And item, where's item magic? Oh, all the way down at the bottom. Item enchantment, of course, requires focus on self. So, and you'll see whenever you look in the notes of how it all lines up. But basically, coordination is our definite main stat. Focus actually is our second most used stat, and then quickness is the next. Although quickness is probably a little more important than focus. Again, I'm not an expert at this stuff. I might have been at one time, but I'm not anymore. So please correct me if you see something wrong, or you can just tell me I'm doing something really stupid. And yeah, I'm going to look very newbie for a while. But that's fine. Like the last time, we got a teleportation device, which allows us to go to the facility hub. If you're starting out and want to work through dungeons, that's a great way to do it. I've got a healing kit. Healing kits, it's good to put them in your bar, and you do that, and you get a target. You can, of course, run over and select yourself to make it heal you. I'm already at full health, so it's not going to let me. Another good way is to hit 9 and F1, I think. Or, I forget. I'll have to look that up. But there's a way you can easily just do like a 2-finger thing to heal yourself. Oh, sorry, I've got a cold, so I'll try not to stiffen your ear. Let's see, where are we at on time with this one? Okay, we're getting close to the 15-minute mark. One of the good things is, because of all the views and everything else, I can now make 30-minute videos. So we'll definitely be uploading 30-minute videos from now on. Let's see, so let me look around town here, find something to do, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I went to the this guy right here, and he told me to go to the bartender, and he leveled me up. And then I also turned in my Path Warden token to this guy, and he gave me a key to the chest. Now, in here, there's a lot of armor, and yeah, that would be nice if I had a lot of strength, but I do not. So I'm going to be wearing this robe that they gave us, actually. I'm going to have to take everything off. And so you can see it's got an armor level 100, which that's not bad to start. In fact, in my last video, I used a robe a lot. But I am going to be kind of hooked on mana charges with this character. So we'll be carrying around a lot more of these, which is fine. That's just a different approach to doing things. So we'll definitely be doing that. And you can see now my burden is down to 90, which much better. In fact, I'm going to... No, it's locked again. Yeah, okay. I'll have to... I'm going to drop this. Don't need it. I'm going to drop my boots. Don't need them. And let's go talk to the bartender, since that was where our quest was at. Love this game. Every time I get into this game, it's just really good. I just remember how much fun it is. There's a contract for some of these things. The Dredge Hideout, kind of like that one. We'll go ahead and do that. Get our first... We use the contract. You can see over here we've got Find the Barkeep and the Dredge Hideout. Locate Buckminster. Is that not Buckminster? No. Ah, there's Buckminster. Hey there, pal. Always a pleasure. So, that put me up to 7. Nice. Let me look to see I didn't miss anything. Alright, so I'm supposed to... kind of did this in reverse order, but that's alright. Supposed to find the pathward, and... which I did, so I'm going to have to abandon that because I just did it out of order. That's fine. That I did. It's fine. Let's look at our skills. We've got a few. There's a cool little +10 thing here now. I like that. So let's I wonder if I should raise my strength and endurance again. Right now it's at 20. 30 is probably a ideal setting. So let's see if I can do that. 30. But I don't have enough to do that one to 30. So I'll wait before I click that again and wait till I can do a 10. I kind of like the incremental by 10. Might be, I'd kind of like it better if it was 5, but we'll do that. Now I just happen to know that the Dredge Hideout is over here. Life stones, that blue stone, for those of you that don't know, it's kind of where you end up when you die. So you can attune to different life stones. Also, you can do a command called /lifestone that lets you go back to the life stone. Very easy, very good. Definitely worth doing. Especially when I don't have item magic yet. Oh, speaking of, I should have many points, attribute points. So one of the great things about Asheron's Call is you can build your character out any way you want. As you level, this level over here really doesn't mean a lot. It's not like other levels that are other games where you're only striving for that level. Your skills are what matter in Asheron's Call. So as you do, you can acquire new skills. You can trade them up. You can do whatever you want to do. Like I said, I'm going to take item as my next skill. I guess I don't have enough yet. Oh, that's right. 2 more. I need 2 more skill points to be able to train item up. I could go ahead and take assess creature, which I was planning on doing at some point, but item magic is definitely going to be more useful because it allows me a lot of teleportation spells and stuff, and since I'm going to be traveling outside, that's going to be very needed. So let's go on to the Dredge Hideout, and we'll get to discuss combat. Previous video I was doing war magic, which operates differently than archery. Archery, you are firing actual projectiles. So when I load up a weapon and I fire, that actually, someone's been in here. Oh my. Okay, wait. No. Well, I like that they're leveling up. So I hit the home key and it allows me to... I've got to get out of here. I'm going to die. Ah, run away. Okay. So, with melee and archery, you can aim high, medium, and low, which you can see over here on the side. So, I'm using high, medium, and low. I've also got an accuracy bar here that can be adjusted up and down, you can see. So, the higher it is, the more accurate it gets, and I think the more damage it does. I don't know quite for sure about that. The lower it is, the faster it'll fire your weapon, but you have less accuracy, and so you might not hit as often. Maybe it's just a hit. Let me look that up real fast. Alright, I wasn't able to actually figure out an answer. So for now, we'll just say that determines your speed and your accuracy. The more power you basically have behind each swing or each missile that you shoot at a target. We'll have to run some tests on what that actually does later on. You can do low, medium, and high, because some targets are easily hit at different areas on them. So you can change that by delete changes to low target, in changes to medium, and page down turns to high. Home, I think selects the next target, but insert moves your accuracy up and down, and page up. So everything's right there at a couple of keystrokes. It's very handy. All right, let's run back in here and see if we can. Oh, I do have to say, the accuracy bar does affect your how much endurance, how much of your stamina you use as you fire. So you've got to watch that as a melee and missile character. Oh, yes. If they start evading, then you need to up your accuracy. So, right there you see evaded, he's taking damage, evaded, evaded. So maybe I need to increase my accuracy just a little. But you can see now I don't have like no stamina, which means I fire a lot slower. Come on, dredges. Oh, and I died. Yay, my first death. So I'm gonna go slam right back into the life stone. And I remember now, you can drag your backpack, I think like this, down into your bar. And so now, if I do 9-8, it heals myself. Wow, it's amazing how you remember things after a while. So let's go run back in here, grab my body, kill those remaining dredges, and we will be done for this first episode of Season 2. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I enjoy all the comments. Ooh, I lost a lot of pyrals. I know I'm kind of acting like you already know everything, and yeah, you probably do. If you don't know what's going on, then yeah, I suggest you watch my first videos, and that's where I like gush all over Asheron's Call and tell you how awesome it is and why it's awesome and everything else. And I still will, but for now, I'm just trying to. I really want to play this archer. I used to love archery, and there used to be a guy named Misha the Sled Dog who would do some audio and everything, and he was an archer, and I used to love his stuff because he was just brash, and it was just fun to read and listen to him. And so I like archery a lot too. All right, so I killed all of those guys. I don't know what happened to my body. Pick up any bows I find. Mana stone. Nice crown. I'm picking up very low burden items, you can see over here. I do not have a lot of strength. There's a way to target next unempty corpse, which I need to do, but I'll have to figure that out another time. And okay, go right here, pick this up because I think this is what I need for the quest. Bag of rye seed. See what's in this chest. Ooh, look at that armor. It looks pretty badass. Don't know what it is, but you know. I didn't drop a body, although it said I dropped a bunch of pyrals. I don't know where they went. God, I'm such a noob. Okay, let me close that door. That way they don't spawn back on me. And see, this bow here is damage modifier one at 80%. The one I'm using is at 10%, so I definitely want to use my new bow if I can. It says your missile weapon is too low for this item magic. So what's the requirement here? If we look down through, we can see I need an arcane lore of 17 and a missile weapon of 75. So we look through our skills now. Missile weapon, I can just raise that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arcane lore, we meet that requirement. So let's try this again. And it equipped. So what we get by equipping it is we get this Blood Drinker 2 on it, right? Which adds damage by 4. So it's going to make our bow a lot more powerful. So not only do we get this damage modifier, we also get the damage bonus, which is great. So, yeah, not bad, right? Yeah, I know, kind of only level 7, but I can still get excited about a little bow, right? Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, it's puny. Alright guys, like I said, I'll try to do these on a regular basis and at least weekly, if not more regular. I might even get another one in today, so I will talk to you guys again the next time. Bye.